Hey, what's going on? Hey everybody, sorry I'm late, but y'all know I've been out here working in the streets. Hey Renee, well, any of you guys that follow me on Snapchat, you know I've been working. Hey Emily, hey Felix, what's going on? How are you? Let's see. Hey Win Ministry Wim, what's going on? Hey Marina, howdy howdy. Hey K Marie 1021. Hey Dr. Lothery, thank you for inviting those followers. Oh no, do hashtag translate, Felix. Hashtag translate. I don't know what that means. Hey, Sexy Pants. What's going on? Justin Brown Fitness. Let's see. Hey, K Darcel. Hey, God Jazzy. Hey, Black Indian 2. Hey, Creative T. Thanks for inviting those followers. Hey, Mrs. Milligan. Hey, Pastor Michelle. Let's see. Hey, Nuno. Nuno, I like that name. I look great. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. My top I have on is a No Skinny Girls Allowed top. NoSkinnyGirlsAllowed.com. That's where this top came from tonight, darling. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So let's see if I can get my life together. Let's see if I can get my life together, y'all. Let's see. Boom. Here we go. All right. Anyway, it's cute. Thank you. Hey, my Sugar Rush. What's going on? Hey, Journey Strategist. Hello, hello, hello. He said Shaka Khan. Hey, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan's a beautiful woman. Try to get your 10K. It's too late. Price at 97, but it's hot. Yeah, it went off a sale last night. And then I let the sale go on to like 2 a.m. It was supposed to go off at midnight. So I told you guys as soon as I got done that the price was going to go back up to $427. So you can buy the 10K Periscope day for $427, but it's back to regular price. It was on sale like almost the whole entire week last week. So yeah. If you missed it, man, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Wait till next year. It'll go on sale next year in the spring sometime if you want to wait that late. Or make sure you get on the list for the 10K. Make sure you get on the list for Pig Coin Academy, right? Anyway. If you guys do not know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursday at 11:05. Well, I'm late tonight. Tonight I didn't get on until 11:20 because I was working. But what I do is I scope typically at 11:05 Monday through Thursday, tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper that folds, and all of the money that you are missing. That is what I teach. That's what I help people do. I teach you how to make money with your social media, specifically Facebook, Periscope, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and Facebook. And so tonight we're going to be talking about some Facebook ads, some Facebook ad hacks that you need to know, because a lot of people struggle with Facebook ads and y'all struggle with getting your cost per click down. You struggle with getting people to actually convert. We struggle with getting people to buy stuff. We struggle with all kinds of stuff with Facebook ads. And so that's why I'm doing these hacks tonight. And I'm going to update my Periscope right now if you're wondering what I'm doing. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm going to take this replay link out because you cannot purchase a replay of this, right? And I don't want to mislead the people. So let me take that out so y'all know that you can't buy one, right? You can't get no replay tonight. You can get a replay of yesterday's scope before I removed it, the one that I did at 4 o'clock, if you're looking for it. Right? You can get a replay of that, but you can't get a replay of this here tonight, right? So anyway, what I do, you guys, if you are new to me, I help you make money with your business. I help online, offline, but people know me mostly for social media. I have a ton of free courses and stuff over on my website. So if you go to AshleyAnnSpeaks.com, 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 that is the first link that's in my bio. Click on the free courses tab and you can sign up. I have 5 different free courses there, so you can go over there, help yourself go bananas. We have one on branding. We have another on the social media content. We have another that's over there on Instagram. It's called InstaStar, to teach you how to gain like a couple thousand like real followers in a month. We just got all kinds of cool stuff. If you're an aspiring wedding or event designer, we have the wedding and event planner crash course. So anyway, all kinds of dope stuff that's over there. If you want to get your game up like that. Thank you, Rachel. And if you're inside the United States, you can text coins to 313131. Text coins to 313131. Text coins to 313131. And then you will we'll send you back a text, and you can opt yourself into the club social marketing. Okay. So anyway, if you know someone that needs the information that I am giving tonight, make sure you share and invite, okay? Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, invite your other paid family members and all of that good stuff. If you know someone who is starting a business or expanding, or someone who needs help with the Facebook ads, is anyone else, you keep saying echo, you may need to exit and come back in. You may need to exit and come back in if you're hearing an echo, but there should not be an echo, all right? Hey to all the super fans. Hey to all the people on Twitter. Hey to everyone who is watching on Apple TV. Hey to all the Perry Pimps and Perry Posse members, all right? If this is your first time here, please tell me your name and where you're from so I can say howdy do to you, so I can give you a hello. Look at that lipstick on teeth. The struggles. That's big lip struggles. That's soup cooler struggles. If you ain't got no soup coolers, you don't have to struggle with that. If you got them soup coolers though, you know, you get the lipstick on the teeth sometimes. Y'all wasn't even gonna say nothing. Y'all just gonna let me be in here with lipstick on my teeth. Pastor Michelle, you is not new. Get your life. Hi, Sandra from California. Nice to have you. It's lip shenanigans, Regina. It's lip shenanigans. Hi, Darcel from Washington, D.C. Okay. That ain't right. That ain't true, Justin. That ain't true. Hi. Is that Dijon? How do I pronounce your name? How do I pronounce your name, honey? Hey, Avery from the 305. Ruby Rose in Houston, H-Town. You're new to Scope. Glad you're here. Hey, Dr. Ebony. Like DJ or Deja. Okay, got it. Like Deja. Okay, cool beans. Like that. Cute. Very, very cute. All right. I know it's more new people than that, y'all, but I want to go ahead and get into it because I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm tired. Do I look tired? I have been working. Do I look tired to y'all? I'm sure if I don't look tired, I'm telling you I'm tired, all right? So I want to make sure that I can give y'all this content while my brain is functioning and I can answer your questions, okay? Shout out to Egg Drop for all of the cool new bots that they have going on. They're working on a new moderation bot. I can't wait to be able to use it. Thank you to everyone who is hearting me up. Thank you for everyone who is sharing right now and who is inviting. I appreciate that very much. Housekeeping, everybody put housekeeping. Put housekeeping in the comments, you guys. Put housekeeping so we can go ahead and move on. And so far, Lloyd, thank you so much for inviting. Deja, thank you for inviting. Rachel, thank you for inviting. Charlene, thank you for inviting. I'm sorry, Royal Calypso, thank you for inviting. True Movement, thank you for inviting. Let's see, is that Pastry? Oh, I can't read it. Oh my God. I can't read it. Pastry, somebody, you invited. Thank you. Anyway, housekeeping. Okay, this weekend, you guys, on Saturday and Sunday, I will be doing workshops on Facebook ads training, okay? Saturday is the workshop on the retargeting and pixel creation. So if any of you guys want to learn how to run retargeting and remarketing ads on Facebook, if any of you guys want to learn how to create pixels, if you want to learn how to create retargeting campaigns, if you want to learn some hacks so that you can actually get some good social proof and get people to come over and buy your stuff, all of that good stuff, you need to come to that campaign. If you don't know how to create events and all of that stuff in Facebook, that's the course that you need to be in. All right. We're also going to talk about specific audiences, and I'm going to teach you guys some tricks on how to get yourself in front of highly targeted audiences that are highly engaged and they're more likely to convert. All right. So that's this weekend. That workshop will not come back again until February or the March of next year, just in case you're wanting to know. Hey, Joey, what's going on? Egg Drop. All right. Second workshop is on Sunday. On Sunday, we have a workshop that is on Facebook ads optimization. So any of you guys who don't understand the metrics inside of Power Editor, so when you get, or when you're looking at your ads manager, if you don't know what CPC is, CTR, CRM, if you don't know how to tell if your Facebook ad is making money for you or not, if you don't know when to start it, when to shut it off, if you don't know how to test it, if you don't know how to come up with your max CPM, if you don't know what your acquisition cost is and how to find that, which is important because this is how you need to know how much money you need to set towards an ad. So for instance, I know sometimes if I set an ad, I know if I spend $180 on ads, I know I can anticipate anywhere from $900 to $1,015 back, right? Because I know what my acquisition costs are. I know what my max CPC is. And I know, I know how many people are going to buy compared to how many people visit my site, right? So if you need to learn how to do all those sorts of types of things, you need to come to the workshop on Sunday, because that's where we're going to break down how to actually optimize your Facebook ads. And that's how people who make a ton of money with Facebook ads, that's all the stuff we know how to do. So we know how to look at those metrics and we know what they're telling us. So if you need to learn how to do that, you want to come to that workshop on Sunday. Okay. So thank you, David. So that is it for the housekeeping. Replays of both. Yeah. If you, you get replays of those workshops. They get emailed out to you guys because it's a lot of information, especially if you're new to ads. That's a whole lot of stuff to consume. So yeah, the workshop is live. And then of course you get the replays. My Sugar Rush, if you go to the website, it gives the time. If you go to the website, it's up there. I think they're only like $169 or something. They're normally $225 per person to go in. And Wednesday, the price goes back up to the full $225 for the workshops or something like that. I don't know. Go to the link in my bio, the second link in my bio, bit.ly/FB training 13, bit.ly/FB training 13, bit.ly/FB training 13. That's the second link in my bio, and it will pop you over and tell you all about the Facebook ads. All right. All right, everybody, content is officially about to begin. So grab your pens, grab your papers, grab your tablets, grab your recording devices, whatever it is that you use to take notes. Now is the time to invite your other PE family members. Share this on Twitter, share on Facebook, all of that good stuff. Hey, Janine from across the pond. Hey, beautiful party savior. Thank you for putting up that link for me. If you guys do not know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer, but more importantly to you, I am a business builder. What that basically means, when the Lord was doling out those superpowers, he gave me the gift of business. Yay! So not only do I make a crap load of money for myself, I make a crap load of money for other people. I teach people how to use Facebook ads, Snapchat, Periscope, Instagram, and LinkedIn so that you can make money. Okay. I have helped 325 people to date create 6- and 7-figure income. So I'm very proud of that. My average client on Periscope does $2,000 to $5,000 per month. Of course, I have the rock stars, which 49, they're doing in between 10 and 30, and I have 200,000 clients. My average client on Facebook does $35K a month. My average Instagram client does about $4,000 a week. Or you can break it down for monthly in between 12 and 17,000 per month. And my average Snapchatter is doing $3,000 to $5,000 per month. All right. So this is free 99 content. I tell y'all time, if you think my free 99 is the bum, my pay 99 is everything.com. All right. And tonight we're going to be talking about 7 Facebook ad hacks that you need to know. So if you know anyone that practices Facebook ads and they're struggling with them, if you know someone who spent money on Facebook ads and they weren't able to get them to work, you need to invite them into this broadcast. Okay. This is stuff that people charge y'all thousands of dollars to learn, and I'm telling it to you for free right now. Like, I'm not joking. This is stuff that people literally will charge your head up so you can get this information that I'm about to give you for free. All right. And if you, just out of curiosity, how many of you guys in here have tried Facebook ads and you've been unsuccessful with your ads? Anybody? Show of hands. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. We're not going to judge you if you tried Facebook ads and had bad luck. Let's see. I use, for my workshop and not sure I reached my demographics. Oh no, we have to check out what's going on with that, Janine. Janine, I got a hack for you though to help you with that. Me. Look at that. Boost ads. I love a good old boost post. Yes, let's see. Hey. Hey, Bree, what's going on, girl? targeting and conversion. Y'all, oh my God, the comments are going so fast. Don't know how. Well, good. Okay, so first thing, unless you don't know how, well, girl, you better get into you some Facebook ads. Whoever's saying you don't know how, I have, if you go to bit.ly/currency king, that'll put you in my digital marketplace. Or if you go to ashleyannSpeaks.com, you can click like the products page. There is a course. It's called the Facebook Ad Starter Kit. You probably want to grab that. It's a bundle of 4 different trainings, and that will help you a lot if you've never done a Facebook ad before ever, okay? Yeah, I love Boost Posts too. People think that Boost Posts don't work. I love Boost Posts. I have made a ton of money with Boost Posts. I'm trying to stop cussing, y'all. I don't know how well it's going to go. Thank you for sharing, Carolyn Gray. All right. So number one, everybody give me the one. I'm going to give you the very first hack that you need to know. This is whether you're running a Facebook Boost post, a dark post, okay? Whether you're, no matter what type of ad you're running, whether you're running a Power Editor ad, an Ads Manager ad, or you're in the Boost post, everybody needs to remember this. Write it down, put a star, a smiley face, circle it, all of those good types of things. If I'm not sure, ask me that again, Janine. The comments, it's weird. They're like freezing on my side, and then it pushes a bunch of y'all's comments all up at one time. So it's pushing some of the stuff out. So Janine, put your question back up. Like I saw it like fly by, but I have no idea what you asked me. Thank you for all the number ones, everybody. All right. So when you're creating your actual ad images, okay? When you're creating your new ad images, you guys, they need high contrast. High contrast. Put high contrast, high contrast, high contrast, high contrast, okay? What I mean by high contrast is that the colors literally need to be contrasting. I think sometimes we feel like we need things to be like matchy, but what happens is there's this thing called banner blindness, right? And so whenever you put an ad out on Facebook that looks like all the other images and ads that are floating around, or when you put something out and it all kind of melts together because it's coordinated and it's really beautiful to look at, people overlook it and they don't notice your ad, and it gives you, you have a lot of problems with your click-through rate. You'll notice that it's really low because you can't get people to pay attention to the actual ad. So you want to make sure that the ads are grabbing people's attention. Normally the general rule that I try and follow, I try and think about if someone is really tired, like let's say they've worked a full 8-hour shift of work or something like that. I want to make sure that my ad can grab their attention. And so if you have trouble picking out those types of colors or those types of imagery, then what you need to do is go and Google a color wheel. If you Google, like literally get on Google and put in color wheel, and all kinds of color wheels will show up. They'll show you primary, tertiary, and secondary colors. They'll show you primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. So the general rule, if you don't know what contrast, you're going to pick colors that are on the opposite end of the color wheel. So if you looked at the color wheel, you would see like orange over here and green would be here, right? They're opposing one another. So whenever I put together ads, you'll see me do a lot of really cool color combinations. I'll do like orange and green, or I'll do like a purple with a yellow, or you'll see like yellow and blue because they do this on the wheel. Yeah, so whenever you do that, what it does is it immediately it breaks up the banner blindness and it shocks people. So let's say you're doing an ad and it's a white background, and maybe we're gonna put maybe you have an app that you're gonna promote, right? Maybe somebody has an app. So I'm gonna do a white background and I'm gonna do a little hand, and it's gonna be holding a cell phone, right? And it's gonna say some stuff. It's gonna be like a little mock website on there, and outside of it, I'm gonna put maybe like the Google logo, MailChimp. Maybe my app also works with Periscope, and it works with Instagram, and it works with, don't put Facebook, because Facebook doesn't like it when you put the thumbs up or the Facebook inside of the ads. They'll can it. But let's say it's going to work with Instagram, and it's going to work with Snapchat or something like that. Okay. Make sure when you do those little icon logos, what a lot of people would do, they make the mistake and they try to make them all one color, right? They try and make them all black and white or all blue or something like that. that actually like coordinates with the overall ad. That's not what you want to do. Remember, because you're trying to shock people's senses so they can see your ad. So that's where you put, Instagram is really colorful and cute anyway on its own. Snapchat, you're going to make sure it's a super vibrant yellow. And then I may place, LinkedIn has that funky blue color, right? It's kind of dull. I may place the blue ad, the blue LinkedIn right next to my Snapchat icon because of the contrast of the colors. So now you have all of these super bright colors popping off of the background, and it's going to help drive your click-through rate. And if you can drive a high click-through rate, then your price of your ad is going to go down and you're going to get more conversions over to the site. Blink, blink, blink. Yes, I told y'all I had some good hacks for y'all tonight. So if you guys don't know what colors are contrasting, just Google a color wheel. There are all kinds of color wheels out there with all sorts of colors. I've seen them that even go down into quad colors, and then you pick the opposing colors. What's your favorite episode of Home Improvement? I want you to catch your life. That's what I want you. What's your favorite episode of Catch Your Life? How about that? Okay. If you don't know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. And I scope Monday through Thursdays at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, pay for the folds, and all of the money that you are missing. And tonight I'm giving you guys Facebook ads hacks. Okay. Now, Janine, for your question about the difference between a boost post and an actual ad. So a boost post is a type of ad. Okay. So everybody understand that. People will tell you that boost posts don't work. That is a lie. I make so much money off of boost posts, you would not believe it. And the great thing about boost posts is that they're optimized for engagement. So as a byproduct, if I have a great post and people are really engaged with it and they're interested in my product or service, they're going to click over to my website, right? Or they're going to click over. In my case, I run them for my event design and production company. So they click over to the contact us form and they fill out for us to contact them about putting together like a wedding or a birthday or whatever they have going on. When I'm running these posts, it's costing me like 0.00001 cent. It's not even costing me a penny, 0.00003 cent. You have to be really good at targeting for your boost post to work. Thank you for putting that information up for me, Pastor Michelle. You have to be really, really, really good at targeting, okay? To get your boost post to work. If you're a good targeter, your boost posts are going to convert, and they're going to be super cheap because they're based on engagement, not on a cost per click, not on a conversion to the website, not to get traffic over. Now, a boost post is actually a post that you make on your business page or community page or public figure page or, whatever professional page you have. When you make the post, you'll see a little blue button that's going to pop up in the right corner and it'll say boost post. Once you boost the post, it's going to ask you what audience you want to send it to. You can send it to one of your saved audiences. You can send it to people who already like your page. You can import like an email list or something like that and send it to those people. You can send it to whoever you want to send it to. Okay. That's how that works whenever you have the boost post. Then the boost post, because it's actually a post that comes from your page, that means even though it's an ad that circulates through Facebook to those targeted audience members, if someone goes and visits your Facebook page, they can actually see that post. Now, keep in mind, it is a form of an ad. What happens when you create a boost post, Facebook automatically creates an ad for you inside of your ads manager or either your power editor. So if you go and look inside of your ads account, you will see that post. When you look over under the over the objective of the post, is going to say engagement, or it will literally say post inside of the account, because those are your boost posts. All right. Now, when you go into ads manager or the power editor and you decide to make an ad, those are called dark posts, because those are the ones that you see on Facebook that float around and they say sponsored posts. Okay. It's connected to your page and people can like your page from it, or they can go to your website or your lead or sign up or whatever you want people to do from that post. However, what's going to happen is if someone goes and they actually visit your public figure page or your business page or community page or whatever it is, they're not going to see that ad on your page. Okay. So because it's coming from your ads manager or either your power editor. So it's showing up as a sponsored post. But when they go to your actual Facebook page, people won't be able to see that advertisement. Okay. So that's the difference, Janine. So a boost post is a type of a Facebook ad, but the boost post is actually connected to your Facebook page. So if I go and I look at Janine Cummins' Facebook page, I can see it. Okay. The dark posts are posts that are not connected to your page. They come from your ads manager or your power editor, right? And they're sponsored by you and they're posts that you've created. But if somebody goes there, they can't see it. Okay. All right. That was a good question because a lot of people did not know that. So I'm glad that you asked Janine, right? And you guys should follow Janine's lead. If I'm talking about something and you have no idea what I'm talking about, ask me, because if you're sitting in here and you're consuming this information and you don't know how to use it, it's not going to do you any good. Okay. No problem. All right, you guys, everybody give me the twos. Two. Thank you for the twos. All right, second Facebook ad hack that I have for you guys. Let's talk about your audiences, because a lot of you guys struggle with this. Okay, let's talk about your audiences. Lots and lots of people struggle with this. All right, so I know that y'all go to these free webinars because I've been to some of these free webinars before, especially if they're trying to get you to buy their software, or if they're like, oh, e-com stores are the wave of the future, or become a drop shipper and all this other kind of crap. They say, come, and they say, come here and look at all of these amazing clients on Facebook. There are millions of people who are interested in this subject. You're never going to run out of customers. You'd be crazy not to do this. And then you buy the software or you buy their program. Okay. And you're like, yeah, because they got you all hyped up. You go, I'm going to sell this to these millions and millions of people on Facebook. All I got to do is target to these millions of people. And then you run your ad. And then you start spending money. And guess what? Don't nobody come over and buy your stuff. You can't even get nobody to come over and opt into your list. You can't even get somebody to come in and sign up for your free stuff. Okay, blink. Y'all know that it's happening. Don't be ashamed. I'm not trying to put you on blast. I'm just telling you, because this is the reason I do these scopes, to keep you guys from ending up in that situation, or if you have been in that situation, to help you. Okay, so I know that this happens because I've sat inside of these webinars when these people are getting folks all hyped up because they don't understand Facebook ads. Now, I will tell you this. Sometimes you do want audiences where there are a few million people. Okay. This is called broad targeting. That's what they're teaching you. They're teaching you to basically cast like a super huge net and say, let's find us an audience with 22 million people. Even when I broad target, I still don't like audiences that large. I'm normally trying to aim for 3 million and under when I'm broad targeting. The advantages of broad targeting is that your CPC is going to be low. Okay. Hopefully you did a good job picking a group of people who are interested in your subject matter or in your offer or your product or your service or whatever is going on with that. All right. And if you did, you're going to get traffic over to your website. Now, the traffic is not necessarily going to result in an opt-in or a buy. We don't know yet because you got to test it and see, right? Because different broad targeting groups respond differently to different things. So that is broad targeting. Broad targeting is what you do if you're not a good targeter. Y'all know that I teach targeting. So my goal is normally not broad targeting. I normally like to cross target. Okay. So what that is whenever I get into all those targeting 101 questions that you guys have been inside of my other workshops have learned, and I give you the great 8 questions that you're supposed to ask, and you're supposed to start finding out like where these people shop and how old they are and all that other kind of stuff. So once you get into that and you know some actual good stuff about your audience, or let's say you don't know good stuff about their audience, you're going to need to start to create multiple audience ad test sets, and a lot of you guys don't do this. So the magic number is 10. Okay. Out of the 10 audiences that you create, you should get one that's going to perform with the minimum metrics. Okay. The minimum metrics, this is what you need to remember. Your cost per click should be under $1 unless your product costs a whole lot of money. Like when I have people, like let's say for instance, and I don't even pay $1 a click, but when I started, I think we were at like $122 a click, and I was happy with it because we were booking clients who were spending like $75,000 on their parties, right? But a lot of you guys are not selling $75,000 products on Facebook. So you don't want to be spending, you don't want to spend $1, $2, $5 on your CPC. Your goal should be for your CPC to be under $1, right? You want to make sure that your CPM is under $10. CPM is your cost per thousands of people that view your ad. So Facebook is telling you you're spending $10 or under, right? That's our goal for every 1,000 people who see your ad. You need to make sure that the CPM is under 10. You need to make sure, okay, that your click-through rate is at least 3%. Your click-through rate is how relevant your audience is to you, how relevant your information is to the audience. So that means at least 3% of the people who are seeing your ad need to feel compelled by the copy and the image to click over to your page to opt in, or click over to your page to buy, or click over to find out more, or click over to sign up for your webinar or your ebook or whatever you're trying to do. Those are the basic ones that we are going to start with, those three. So if you got a 3% click-through rate, your cost per click is under $1, your CPM is under $10, okay? You should be in pretty decent shape. So this is what you're looking for with these audiences. So out of the 10 audiences that you're going to create, at least one of them should have those types of metrics. That's a good indication that that is going to be a successful ad for you. Okay. That means you're probably going to sell some stuff, or you're going to get a lot of people to opt in, or whatever it is that you have going on. All right. So you want to create 10 audiences. This is hack number 2. Your 10 audiences need to be, listen to the size. This is very important. And between 250,000 and 750,000 people. A lot of the times you guys are not getting conversions because the audience you're sending it out to is way too big. Whenever you send out something to an audience that has 10 million people in it, y'all, I hate to tell you, you're wasting a lot of traffic. Now, if you have like a blog and your goal is to get people over to the over to the blog because you make money, from advertisers, then that's a good strategy for you. But if you're actually selling a product or a service or something like that, you want traffic, but you want the traffic to buy, right? If you're trying to build a list, you want traffic, but you want the traffic to opt in. So you are trying to aim from 250 to 750,000. That normally ensures that you're in front of you have a pretty good niche, and that means you have a good amount of people who are actually going to be interested in your subject matter. So all of your test audiences, you're aiming from 250 to 750,000. We're not aiming for 2 million, 10 million, 22 million people in the test audiences. And remember, you're going to create 10 of these audiences, okay? Out of the 10, you're looking for the audience that gives you those metrics of a CPC that's under $1. The click-through rate is 3% or greater, okay? And your CPM is $10 or less, okay? That's what we're looking for. So when you're optimizing your ads, you're gonna run the ad either for $10 for 3 days or something like that. You're not gonna spend a lot of money, and you're gonna look at the ad after the first 24 hours and see how it's doing. If you have an ad that's not even close, like let's say the click-through rate is at like 0.06%, 0.006% or something like that, cut it off. You're not gonna make money with it. Cut it off right now. I'm telling you, you're not going to make money with it. It's not at the 3% or up. Cut it off. It's not even close. If you go look at that ad after 24 hours and let's say it's like at 1.8%, then I would let it run for the second day to see if it's going to get up to the 3% before I cut that ad off. Now, let's say I get an ad and it's at, and the click through the CPC is at $3.22. Well, let's say the product you're selling is only $15. If your product is $15, why would you want to spend $3.22 for your click-through rate? It's too high. Cut it off. You're not going to make money with it. Even if every time somebody clicked on it, you made a $15 sale, by the time you pay for the cost of the product, by the time you pay for the shipping and you pay for that traffic, like the click, you out of money. You ain't made nothing. You're probably in the hole. Okay. So cut that ad off. This is why it's important to know what your max CPC is. So if you guys don't know how to figure that out, this is a plug, but you really do need to come to the workshop on Sunday. If you don't know how to figure out what your max CPC should be before you run an ad, if you don't know how to figure out what your acquisition cost is and how to set your budget, you need to be in the class on Sunday because you're probably wasting a lot of money on your Facebook ads and don't even know it. All right. So anyway, But those are the general rules. Now you have your 10 audiences. Now listen to what I'm telling you. You have 10 audiences. You run the exact same ad to all 10 audiences. Okay? Tara, I run it to 10 audiences at one time, but I do a lot of Facebook ads. If you're new or you don't do a lot of Facebook ads, I would tell you to do your audiences in groups of 3 so that you don't get confused. And you don't have to do all 10 of them. And you don't have to test all 10 of them in the same 3 days. I do a lot of Facebook ads. So some of y'all will probably be nauseated if you looked inside of my account, because sometimes I'm running like 25 or 30 ads at one time whenever we're testing. And even right now I have ads that are out of testing, and I always have about a constant like 15 ads rolling on Facebook at any given time now. But if you're new to Facebook ads or you're a smaller company, don't run all 10 at one time, because you're going to get confused and you're going to get overwhelmed looking at all those numbers. Take the first 3 groups and run the first 3 for the first 3 days and see how they do, right? And remember, you go in every 24 hours and you look at the ad. So if you get an ad that works, then you're going to make sure you're going to put it in an Excel spreadsheet, or you're going to write it down on a piece of paper somewhere, so you know that you can go back and use that ad because it's a good ad. That's an ad that's going to make you money. That's an ad that's going to bring you traffic, or an ad that's going to get people into your list. All right. Rachel, I must not be targeting you if you've never seen me on Facebook, because a lot of other people that are in here, they see me on Facebook. One of my clients actually sent me an email tonight. She was like, she told me, she said, I keep seeing your ad for your No Skinny Girls Allowed store. She said, how did you target it? She said, she was like, I keep seeing it. So if you're not seeing my ad, it's because I'm not targeting you. And if people that see it, let's see, My Little Banker, I see her all the time. Thank you, My Little Banker. Yeah. Let's see, Mrs. Classy, you see me daily? Yeah, so I guess, so obviously I'm not targeting you, Rachel, if you're not seeing the ad. Yeah, Regina, you see me all the time. Amazing accents, I see her ads. See, it's a lot of people to see my ads, girl, so obviously I'm not targeting you, so that's why you're not seeing them. Hey, Lauren, I'm good. How are you? Hey, Joseph, the thing. Let's see, I found you through Periscope. Cool. People find me all over the place. They find me on Periscope, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. I'm just happy to see you. You see Club Social all the time, Marina? Yep. Yeah, so I see, so it's all kinds of people, okay? How drastic should you change the 10 audiences? You should change them based on their interest, party savers. So if I'm doing the 10 audiences, what I normally will change in the audiences, I will change their age, and I will change the actual interest, like the metrics, like the targeting that I'm using when I'm cross targeting. So I'll give you an example. So I have this Facebook ads workshop coming up, right? Let's say I wanted to promote the Facebook ads workshop on Facebook to get people to come in. I would do my little ad, right, and send it out, and I would do it to 10 different test groups. And the first group in the Facebook ads, I may say I'm going to target people that are in between the ages of 25 and I'm going to do 25 to 32. I'm going to do women, and I'm going to do women who are interested in minority business certification or something, because I know I have a lot of people in my audience who are minority women, right? So obviously you're a business owner. If you're interested in minority business certification, that means you're a minority. So you meet that qualification in my audience, and 83% of the people in my audience are women. So you're a woman. So that's a good interest for me to target. So that may be the first one. Then the second test audience, I'm going to run it to the exact same people, except for I'm going to change the age. I'm going to do from 33 to 40. Right? And then I'm going to do a third set, and I'm going to do from 41 to 47. And I'm going to keep the same interest. But that's three different test groups. So now when I'm running the ad, I can see who's actually interested and who's clicking over. And so the people, like I may get the people that are 25 to 33 may not click, but I may get a lot of clicks from the people who are 33 to 40 and who are 41 to 47. So then I know in the future, I need to run ads to them. I'm not going to put you in my group, in my demographics and age, if you're not going to click on the ads. Why am I going to waste the traffic running it to your page? Like, let's say that ad only has a click-through rate of like 1.8%, but the other two age groups have click-through rates of like 4.2%, and maybe the other is 3.98%. Well, I'm going to run to those other two test audiences because they're letting me know know that they like my information. They're interested in it. They're interested in the courses. So at least if I'm going to spend my money on Facebook ads, I'm going to send it to those people. Do you test the length of the ad? Yes, you test the length. You test the length of your ad, but when you're just starting, you're not even changing your ad. Right now, we're just trying to look for like who your hotspots are. So when you first do your first 10 groups, your ad copy is the same and the ad image is the same. Or if you're using a video, the video is the same. The only thing you're changing is the actual group of people that you're sending the ad to. Does that make sense? This is good stuff. So many are clueless with Facebook ads, including me. It's cool. I used to be clueless back in the day too, but y'all, I've been doing Facebook ads for years. So I have spent a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of trial and effort to learn this stuff that I'm teaching to you. Does your class go over copy? Copy can make a huge difference, right? I've already done the Facebook workshop that covered copy. That was in, I think, was it October, y'all? It was October and November we did that. If you get the Power Editor, Biz Bundle, it has my easy copy formula in it, and that's where we talk about copy. These workshops that are Saturday and Sunday, we don't cover copy. It's all about retargeting, and now we cover retargeting campaign ideas. So you can take, you know, the wording and stuff that I'm using and drag and drop it for yours. That's included on Saturday. But as far as like the basic like ads copy for long copy, short copy, what should be here, what should be there, that's in the Power Editor Biz Bundle. Will this be on replay? No, you know I don't do replays. Catch your life. What's going on, Chris? Hey, Mr. I Stay Woke. If you guys do not know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursdays at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch your coins in the paper that folds, honey. All right. So, and tonight I'm giving you guys Facebook ad hacks, okay? And y'all have some great questions. So, number one was to make sure you use contrast and colors in your ad images. Number two, you need to make sure you have multiple audiences to test. Like I told you guys, just to be in between 250,000 and 750,000, all right? That's what we're going for. Some of you guys may still want to hold on strong to the broad targeting. If you do, that's your business, you know, and go ahead and run your ad out to a big, huge audience that has, you know, a few million people. But when you're selling products, yeah, that's right. I love to swap. Thank you, Odetta. Yes, for the replay, join clubsocial.co. It's only $1 for your first 30 days. All right. All right, everybody ready for three? Give me the threes for hack number three. I'm doing 7 hacks for you guys tonight, right? I could have just focused on number 2 and did a whole scope on that. We may do that because y'all had a lot of questions about that. We may do a workshop or something like that on how to create the test audiences. Would you guys like that? We might do that. We may do a workshop on how to create the test audiences. Because that definitely is a big component. Tree. Yes. Okay, cool beans. I will keep that in mind under my little workshop belt for the top of the year. Okay, we'll work on that. We can do that. And those of you guys that have the Power Editor Biz Bundle, there's a section in there when we go under how you find the information. So knock yourself out. It's inside of there for you guys already. All right. Number 3. It's also in the Facebook ad starter kit too. We talk about that too. How to use audience insights. Any of you guys who have the Facebook ad starter kit, it's in there too. All right. So number 3, use lifetime budgets versus daily budgets. Daily budgets mess a lot of people up, okay? Daily budgets are all the people in the world who have ever run a Facebook ad and you're like, oh my God, I ran an ad and I spent $300 on Facebook and I didn't even sell anything and I didn't even know it was $300. I thought it was a $10 ad. Honey, bunches of oats, okay? When you first get started on Facebook, and I've been on Facebook for a while and most of my ads run on lifetime budgets, you guys, okay? Lifetime budget versus the daily budget, all right? Michelle said, oh Lord, hey, it happens. It happens, honey. It happens more often than you think. Okay, more often. This is why a lot of people feel like Facebook ads is out to get them when they're not. So let me tell you the advantage of your lifetime budget versus your daily budget. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with the daily budget, but this is my opinion. Okay, and there are probably some people who are going to disagree with me. That's cool. You know, you're entitled to your opinion, and you can go start your own broadcast. I do not feel like you should use a daily budget unless you have an actual advertising budget in place. Okay, when you are testing, or if you're using ad manager, or you're just doing a little stuff here and there and you don't know what you're doing, you need to be using a lifetime budget. Even if you know what you're doing, you should be using a lifetime budget because it puts a cap and a control. Okay, and I find that the auction rates go a lot better for me with lifetime budgets versus daily budgets. If I have a daily budget, but I don't really know if my ad is making me money or not, I have a higher propensity to lose money. So let's say I start off with a daily budget and I'm going to do $10 a day. Well, I don't even know anything about this audience yet. I don't know how relevant my ad is to them. I don't know how many of them are going to click. I don't know what my cost per click is yet. I don't even know if $10 a day is a good budget for me. What if I'm in a highly competitive audience and the clicks are something like $3 a click? Well, then my $10 is out before lunchtime, right? So I would suggest that you guys use lifetime budgets because you can actually pick. You can say, I want to spend $10 over the next 3 days. Okay. You also can do that on a boost post. You can say, I'm going to spend $20, and you can say, I want to spend $20 for 20 days, and they're going to do $1 a day on your ad spend, and you're not going to go over it. So lifetime budgets are really awesome because they are going to keep you guys from falling into an accident of you spent $300 or $3,000 or $30,000, okay, on a Facebook ad when you did not mean to, because you set it for a daily budget and you went inside of your ads manager or your power editor and you thought that you cut the ad off, but you forgot to hit y'all know at the bottom it says like review updates, not the bottom, at the top in the right corner. Well, a lot of people forget to click that, so they go in and they change stuff and they don't ever click that big green button at the top. So whatever you did not save. And so you think because you went and clicked the off switch to turn off an ad, but you didn't turn it off because you never went to confirm that you wanted it to turn off. And then all of a sudden Facebook is hitting you with an invoice for however many hundreds or thousands of dollars. Okay. So I would tell you guys to use my hack number 3 for you is use a lifetime budget versus a daily budget. When you use a lifetime budget, you know exactly how much is going to come out, and Facebook is going to optimize your ad to the best of its ability to get you the most bang for its buck, right? So one day it may spend $5, another day it may spend $7, right? But it's not going to go beyond the $20 limit that you told Facebook to go for your ad, okay? So that's hack number 3, and that's an important one. Get in there and use lifetime budgets. Also, if you're using Power Editor, you're going to notice when you click lifetime budget, even when you put the first number in there, it's automatically going to default. I think when you're starting, it automatically defaults to $350. And then it automatically defaults for the ad to run for like a month. What you need to do is you need to pay attention. There's when you do lifetime budget, there's a little box next to it. Clear that out and put $10 or $20 or whatever you want to run it at, $50, whatever. And then under there's a calendar. There's one block that says start date. There's another block that says end date. Okay. It's going to start it for the whatever day that you're on, like whatever that date is. You need to go to the end date and say, if I wanted to go for 3 days or 4 days or 5 days or 10 or whatever you got going on, and click it on the calendar. Make sure you do this step because that's going to tell your ad, like that's going to tell Facebook how many days they have to run your ad. So that's letting them know, I have 4 days to use up this $20, right? And it's not, and I will tell you this all the time too, just because you set your lifetime budget at $20, it does not mean that Facebook will spend $20 of the ad. I've had that happen too. That part is Shady Boots. I know, Mish, it gets a lot of people. It does. It gets a lot of people. Hey, Rachel Swag Strategist, what's going on, honey bunches of oats? That does. It gets a lot of people. Okay, pick up what I'm putting down, y'all. I don't want y'all to be the people out there like, oh my God, I just spent $3,000 on Facebook ads. Don't do it. Okay, it can happen. It can happen to you, y'all. One time when this is in the beginning when I did not know what I was doing, y'all. I spent $750 in in Facebook ads one time, and the ad only got 3 clicks because I was setting up the ad and the phone rang and I went to talk to a client and then I had to leave and go and help the client and ran out the door, right? I never finished completing the ad with the specifications of how I was modifying the ad, but the ad was turned on and it was running and I did not know it. $750 in 2 days. I was so drove. Okay, I was so freaking mad. So anyway, this is back in the day when I didn't know what I was doing and that was a mess.com. I don't want that to happen to y'all. Okay, I don't want that to happen to y'all. TL Awesome, thanks for inviting that follower. Let's see, I just got 15 clicks at $28 for 2 days. All right, way to go. I'm a cook, not a chef. Excelente. All right, if you guys are ready for hack number 4, give me the fo. Yes, I know it's pronounced 4, but I say fo because I am country, okay, or southern, depending on what type of mood I'm in. If I feel classy, I'm southern, okay? And when I'm not feeling classy, I'm country. Fo. Thank you for the fo dial style. If you guys are just getting here, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursday at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, pay for the folds, and all of the money that you are missing. So tonight we're talking about Facebook ad hacks. So if you need help with Facebook ads, or if you know someone that needs help with Facebook ads, make sure you share this on Facebook, share it on Twitter, and invite your other paid family members, okay? Push the little pay pimp, bloop, 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 and make sure that you subscribe. If you're into that, if this is your first time, don't let it be your last time. If you need help with social media content and marketing, text coins to 313131. Text coins to 313131. Text coins to 313131. That will stick you on the club's social marketing list, and we will automatically start sending you really cool content that you can put out on your social media and use it to get you some followers and hopefully turn them into buyers. Blink, blink, blink. And if you think my free 99, which is what you're in right now, is the bomb.com, my pay 99 is everything, okay? This weekend we have 2 workshops coming up on Facebook. Workshop number 1 on Saturday is the retargeting and pixel creation course. That is Saturday afternoon. And workshop number 2 is Sunday afternoon. That is where we teach Facebook ads optimization, right? So that's where we'll be going through all that stuff about the multiple audiences and how to track them and all that shenanigans we was just talking about. We're doing that on Sunday. All right. Thank you for all the 4s, everybody. So hack number 4. Custom audiences are amazing for your retargeting campaigns, and also they're really awesome to reboot a dead campaign. How many of you guys know what a custom audience is before I get into it, before I go any further? If you don't know what it is, tell me. If you do know what it is, tell me so I know who I'm talking to, so I can see what's up. How many of you guys know what custom audiences are inside of I'm referring to Facebook ads. Let's see. Nope. I don't know. I don't know. That's Michelle, you're crazy. Yay, Mish, you better know. You better know, Mish. You better know I'm a cook and not a chef. Don't. Okay, cool. No, okay, you guys. So let me tell you what a custom audience is. So this will make sense to you. And this is what the retargeting pixel workshop covers. Okay. So when you get into Facebook, okay, especially Power Editor, this is why people love Power Editor. You can give Facebook certain instructions, and you can say, I want you to implant a cookie for a person that visits a specific page on my workshop, on my website. Or you can say, let's say somebody comes to my website and I've noticed that people hang out for at least 7 seconds, that I have a higher propensity of getting them to buy something from me, right? So I can say, if somebody's been here for more than 7 seconds on my site, I want to track who these people are, right? So you're going to create some type of conversion, whether it's if they purchase, maybe if they add something to cart, if they make it to, let's say they opt in to one of your programs, right? So if you're going to track the opt-ins, you would put your pixel on the thank you page. So you're going to put Facebook makes a little piece of code. You take that little piece of code and you put it on either your website or your landing page or the header or, wherever. And if you have a web developer, your web developer will know where to put it. What happens is when people go to your website, if they have a Facebook page and they have done whatever you want the action to be. So for this example, let's say we're going to have people opt into an email list, right? So if people make it over to the thank you page or to the redirect page of my email list, then I know then I am letting Facebook know that that is a conversion that I wanted, and I want to create an audience based off of these people. So I go into Facebook and I click audiences, and I will go through the pixel, right? And I'm going to tell Facebook I want to track the people that opt into this page. Everybody that actually opts into this page, I need to track these people. What Facebook is going to do is it's going to start compiling an audience of those people. Now, it's not going to tell you who they are, because if Facebook told you who they were, then you wouldn't need Facebook anymore, right? But Facebook is going to keep track of how many of them there are. So let's say within a week, we get 1,000 people added into that audience. I now have a custom audience of people who opted into my Facebook freebie, whatever that may be. I don't know what it is, but whatever my Facebook freebie is that I'm giving away that day. Maybe I'm going to do a webinar on Facebook or something. I'm going to do a webinar on Facebook ads. So I have 1,000 people who have opted into my Facebook ads webinar. Now, outside of you opting into my webinar, I can now come back and I can send a specific ad to that audience. This is the beginning phases of retargeting. This is retargeting 101. So if I know you were interested in Facebook ads and you come to my free webinar, after my webinar, I'm going to start running ads to you that are about my Facebook workshop that I'm having this weekend. And so I'm going to say, want to learn how to target people, want to learn how I got my ad to show up in front of your face. You know, sometimes I get real slick in the ad. Some of you guys have seen this. I call you out. I say, hey, I'm Ashley Ann. You just came to my webinar 2 days ago, and now you're seeing this ad because I targeted you. You want to know how I was able to do this? Make sure you sign up for my workshop. And people will be like, holy crap. I have so many people that have come to my workshops after I run ads like that to them. They're retargeting campaigns, and I know that I'm running it to people who have come to this webinar. So I'll say either you came to my webinar or you signed up for my webinar. Like, I'll straight up call them out, and people's minds are blown because they like, dang, I did come to the girl webinar, or I did sign up for it. How did she do that, right? So that automatically lets them know that I know my stuff. So there are all kinds of cool retargeting campaigns that you can run to your custom audience. So whatever you want the people to do, whether it's opt into your pages, whether you want to track people who came to your website and abandoned their cart, whether you want to track people who hung out on your website for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, whether you want to track people that went to a specific page, whatever it is that you want to track, you put the little pixel in and you're going to create the custom audience based off of that. Then you create your ad campaigns based around those custom audiences. Pick up what I'm putting down. I just made somebody a whole lot of money. If you was picking up what I was putting down, if you was following it, I just made you a whole lot of money. Okay. So a great Facebook ad hack is to actually run campaigns to your custom audiences. That way you know for a fact they're interested in the subject matter or the topic of whatever it is that you're trying to promote. Okay. I had no idea that Facebook was this involved. This stuff is amazing. Oh yeah. Facebook is all in your business. Facebook is all in your business. Can this apply to musical artists? Yeah. If you're a musical artist, what I would do is maybe I would give people like a free song, or I would send them to a site where they can maybe listen to my CD or 2 or 3 tracks or something like that for the free 99. And if I know that they downloaded the freebie, or if I know that they came and listened, then I would send them back a retargeting ad and tell them they can buy my next single in iTunes or something, or that they can, listen to my crap on Spotify or whatever you want to do. Or if you're giving like a free concert or something, or if you're going to be opening up at a show and you know they're a fan of your music, then I would run an ad back to them and say, hey, I'm going to be at such and such concert, or I'm the opener for this person or that person. So yeah, I gave out free beats for my site. Boom. Come through, DJ Medi already. How you doing tonight, honey? What type of pies you making today? Y'all, DJ Medi already is off the chain. He's a DJ, but he also bakes pies on the side. Quite delicious pies. I tried to take a screenshot of one of his pies and upload it into my Snapchat during Thanksgiving because it was so pretty, and I could never find it again after I took the screenshot. But anyway, it's just on regular Facebook ads or business page. This is in regular Facebook ads. You go to your audience. You create your custom audiences. You literally go into the audience tabs. Into the audience tab. That's how you do that, right? If you guys are ready for hack number 5, give me the 5s. And if you're having trouble with this, you need to be in one of my workshops this weekend. Real talk. Iced oatmeal and Oreo mix coming up. Yum, yum, yum. 5, 5, 5, 5. Y'all heard me. If you having trouble with this information I'm giving you, you need to be in my workshop this weekend, okay? Go to bit.ly/FB training 13, bit.ly/FB training 13, bit.ly/FB training 13. That's the second link in my bio. Thank you for all of the 5s. Thank you for putting that up for me, Pastor Michelle. Thank you, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, blink, blink, blink. Okay. Number 5. I'm about to blow somebody's mind, okay? This is for you people who are really clever. So you can make money by showing your ads to event attendees. And I know a lot of y'all ain't never thought about this before. You're welcome in advance, okay? So let's say that you have a restaurant, or better yet, maybe you have a hotel, okay? Or better yet, you're a musician, like that person who just popped in here. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I'm sorry, honey. Maybe you're a musician. I don't know. Whatever you got something that you can sell to these people. And let's say that there's a big convention or a conference coming in town. Every city, no matter how small you are, there's always somebody that comes into your city. Some big meeting, some big conference, some regional event, something. Let's say it's something that's coming, right? So what I would do, I would go into because I do this all the time. I can't believe I'm telling y'all this, but I'm going to tell you my business. I'm going to put it out there because this is what helps me get jobs, right? So I go to the CVBC, okay? Your Convention and Visitors Bureau, okay? They are going to have a list of some of the larger events that are coming into your city in your state already at the top of the year, especially big, huge festivals and fairs and conventions, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run an ad, right? I'm in Facebook, you can choose locations in your demographics. So I'm going to go into my little Facebook ad and I'm going to pick, the men or women, or maybe it's both. I'm going to pick their age group and I'm going to say that are coming to this specific zip code. Or if I know that it's happening at the State House Convention Center, I'm going to put that they're going to the State House Convention Center, and I'm going to put in the address of the State House Convention Center or the hotel or the chamber or wherever this event is going to be at, right? Then under it in the interest, I'm going to go down and maybe it's maybe I own a restaurant. Okay. Let's say I own a restaurant and I want people to come and eat at my restaurant. And this is a big convention for home builders and contractors and like LBs or something like that, right? Well, in the interest, I'm going to go in and I'm going to put in people who are contractors and LBs, or I'll put in people who build homes, or whatever their profession is that's linked in there. Because when you get in the interest, you can pick employment, interest, behaviors, all those sorts of types of things. So what I have just done is I have targeted the people who are coming to the contractors convention in my city. Blink, blink, blink. Because they're out there already promoting and advertising the tickets. And I'm going to tell them to come to my restaurant. Not only am I going to tell them to come to my restaurant, I'm going to create a special coupon for them. And I'm going to say Ashley Ann's Rib Shack welcomes all the contractors to the city of Little Rock, Arkansas. And we're going to give you a free appetizer when you have dinner here. Pick up what I'm putting down if you don't think I'm cold. Baby, I am built for this. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. This is why people pay me what they do, because I'm so good at what I do, okay? I'm a business builder. Catch your life. I told you I was just about to make somebody some money in here, and you can do that for anything. Pick up what I'm putting down. My name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursday, okay, at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch them coins, pay the folds, and all of the money that you are missing. All right, that is the special gift that the Lord gave to me. I am fresher than a cucumber in a garden, and it doesn't matter what your business is, I can help you get down with it. And if you think my free 99 is the bomb.com, I pay 99. It's everything, okay? Yes, a major sports event would be another good example. It's whoever you want to try and target, that you want to try and get into the building. And a lot of people don't think about using Facebook in that way, but Facebook is still the number one social media platform. Everyone has it. So that's why you have it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. Number six. How do you contact me? Go to AshleyAnnSpeaks.com. 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 That is the first link in my bio. Click on it, hit the contact us page if you would like to consider working with me for one-on-one, right? For one-on-one or for business building, right? It works great for wedding promo. Pastry Addict, you want to know what I'm doing because we're in engagement season, and I know lots of girls have been getting these rings. They started getting them during Thanksgiving, right? So we're about to run a special package. We only allow 10 of them a year for our flowers by the dozen, and we're running it to people. We're tracking the people who have visited certain specific engagement jewelers, specific jewelry websites or whatever, and specific jewelry designers, and we're tracking them, and we're running the ads, to people who live in Arkansas, Texas, Tennessee, and Mississippi. So because those are the people, and they're going to be able to fit for the package. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So it's like an economy package for your wedding, but it's really, really nice. But those are the only locations we can travel in to where our travel budget won't eat up the client's budget, so they can still have the nice event. So we'll target those 4 states, and we're targeting people who have gone, who have visited the different websites of those jewelers. Because what you can do on Facebook, whenever you create a custom audience, the way that they updated it now, you can put in URL addresses and we're going to talk about that in the website. So back in the day, you used to have to put in pixel code, right? And so if it was code, then you could only track people that were coming to your sites. But now we can do URL. So you can say, I want to track people from Facebook that have went and visited this particular website. Fool with me. Oh, what you have so I can make some coins. I'm a hairstylist. I'm telling you what I got right now. You ain't paid. If you can't figure out how to make coins from what I'm telling you right now and how valuable of an asset I am, I can't help you. You got to go talk to somebody else. There's nothing I can do for you. So Pastry Addict, what I would do if I was you, Pastry Addict, normally there's a bridal fair that comes, right, to every city. So I will also be running my ad, Pastry Addict, to the people who are attending the bridal fair. So that's why I don't do booths at the bridal fair. And people are like, why don't you go to the bridal fair? I don't show up to bridal fairs unless they have me as like a speaker or a presenter, like I'm a featured guest there. If I'm not a featured guest, I'm not coming to your bridal fair. I don't even have to come to your bridal fair because I can look at where the bridal fair is going to be at and the girls who are registering for the tickets, right? And then also when they check in on Facebook, honey, I can show my ad to you after they've been to the bridal fair, because people are always checking in. So I can do it with either people that are going to the bridal fair page to register after you checked in on Facebook, or I can set it for people who are interested in the bridal fair inside of your city and make my ad show up in front of you, because I know if you're going to the bridal fair, I already know you're a bride. Exactly, Pastry Addict. Exactly, Pastry Addict. You need this from an education and marketing standpoint. That means that you need either a laser session or you need some private business building, right? All right. Thank you for everybody. Did y'all give me 6s? Did I ask y'all for the 6 for the tip number 6? If I didn't, give it to me again. if I did, I'm asking for it again. If I didn't, give me a 6. I'm cold with it. So they don't even know. So I'm already hitting up people in the cities that I'm in for the 2017 bridal fairs that are coming up. So my ad will run in front of them. Thank you for all of those sixes. All right, you guys. Number 6 is my favorite hack of all time. Y'all know that I love it. Video. Video is my number 6 Facebook ad hack, you guys. Videos are incredible, okay? So my favorite thing about video is right now that Facebook gives video more preference, okay? Especially if you're using the actual, if you're using Facebook Live, because they're on this big kick right now, just trying to really push people into Facebook Live into using it. So if you're using it, they're automatically going to give you a boost and your algorithms are going to go higher. So you can't run, well, there's a couple things you can do. I like doing videos and uploading the video into Facebook, right? And running it for an ad. But something else that I've started doing lately is when I do a Facebook ad on occasion, you know, that's a post. If you save it to your wall, that's a post, and you can boost your actual, Facebook Live, right? Did y'all know that? It did wonders for me during my last lunch. I talked about the program. I did the training over it. I did a dual cast on Periscope and Facebook at the same time. And when I finished, I boosted that sucker. And the people who were really interested in the content I was talking about, they went and they added themselves to my list, and we actually sold 6 seats into the course. I spent $50 boosting the ad. The course was $997 per person. So let's do the math. I spent $50 on the ad, but then I had 5 people coming to it. So that was almost $5,000, right? That's a heck of a return. And I literally just boosted the Facebook Live once I got done with it, and I sent it to my targeted audience of people. And the people who are really interested in the content, they watched the whole entire broadcast, and they said, let me go over and pop inside of that class, right? Now, if you have an actual video and you're going to upload it into like your ads manager or the power editor, you'll take the video, you will upload it into Facebook, you'll set up your ad the way that you do any other normal ad. But the thing is, whenever you're doing video, people love seeing video, so it converts at a much lower rate. So your video, like to get someone to engage with it or to view it, like for a 3-second view, it may be 0.003 cent or something like that. Not 3 cent, 0.003. So that's not even 1 penny. I have them in there. Sometimes they're like 3 cents a view, 1 cent a view. I love it when I can get it to 0 cents a view though. And then what happens as a byproduct, if someone is really interested in your video, they're going to click over to your website or to your page or to opt into whatever it is that you're doing. That's how that works, ladies and gentlemen. So my favorite Facebook ad hack is video ads, because they will get you, I've never seen anything that gets a cheaper ad than a video. It's amazing. I don't know how long, this is going to be happening, but I've been working the crap out of it this year. And honey, if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix it. Hey, Queen Angie, what's going on, honey muffins? Video ads are everything once Facebook started allowing them. And then, this year they just gave Facebook Live ability to everyone. Like you had to have, I think it was like 50,000 or 60,000 plus people following you to have Facebook Live before then, because Facebook Live has been around for a while, y'all. It was just only like really prominent people and celebrities and people who had huge followings were the only people that had the ability to do it. And once Periscope came along, it put a fire on them, and that's when Facebook released it to everybody, right? And now they're doing like the Instagram Live and all that kind of stuff too. But anyway, so that's how that works. But get you a video ad, either record, and y'all, the video ads that y'all see of me on floating around on Facebook, most of them I've done them with either my iPad mini or my cell phone. I put them in Video Shop, edit them down however I want them to, and upload them directly into Facebook. And then, I put my copy on it and of course send you to whatever website or page I want you to go to. That's literally all that I'm doing with them. So anyway, they're not complicated. You don't have to have a big camera crew or a super budget to put together your video ad. You literally can shoot it with a camera phone. If you don't want it to be you in the video, then you can go to there are all kinds of websites on the internet, and they let you get free clips, or you can record something else that's happening. But video is really good because since it's in Facebook, it's going to start on autoplay, and it breaks up the banner blindness, and people will at least watch and see what's going on. Your Facebook Live works really well because Facebook is pushing so hard for people to use Facebook Live. A company doesn't spend that much money trying to get somebody to use a feature, right? So that because they're spending so much money trying to get people to use the feature, whenever you use the feature, they're going to show you a preference, and so they're going to give you a boost in it. So the default of that is that your actual ad cost is a lot lower than what it would have been before. All right. Finally, we are ready. We're to number 7. We're number 7. Number 7 is a hack that's about to save somebody a lot of money because they ain't never thought about this before. But it's cool. That's why I'm here. If you guys do not know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursdays at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper folds, and all the money that you are missing, honey. The Lord gave me a super special gift of being able to build businesses. So if you need help with your business online, right, or offline, but specifically with your social media, push the Piggy Pimp and subscribe, okay? I help with Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook ads, and Periscope. I teach people how to make a crap load of money, and I make a crap load of money myself. And if you think my free 99 is the bomb.com, my pay 99 is everything. So you may want to consider coming to one of the workshops that are happening this weekend, all right? And if you're not coming to a workshop, the least you can do is tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell a friend, tell a coworker, tell a colleague, tell somebody in your upstream, somebody in your downstream, tell a hater, okay? Tell somebody about me, right? Make sure you share this on Facebook, share it on Twitter, and invite your other paid family members, right? And if you don't care about business, then, just tell them to come and look at that girl with them dimples. Yes, hey. Yes, to the dimples and the eyebrows and the lipstick. Yes, right? Tell them to come for the shenanigans, okay? Again, Unique, thank you for inviting followers. I appreciate that very much, all right? So tip number 7 that I have for you guys. Thank you for sharing on Twitter as well, honey. Tio, thank you for inviting your followers, all right? So target your existing audience first. Target your existing audience first. What I mean by this, because a lot of people are not doing it. First of all, if you have an audience that's already familiar with you, they're going to be warm. What I mean by warm, that means literally what I said. They're familiar to you. They've seen you before. They, have already had an experience with your product or a program or a freebie or email or something from you. So they're already warmed up. What you're going to do is you're going to send your ad to your existing audience already. By existing audience, I mean people who are already, on your list, or people who already like your Facebook page or are fans or something like that. What this does, because they're warm to you, they're much more likely to interact with you because you're not a stranger. So they're going to give you a lot of likes, a lot of comments, and a lot of shares, right? Which is what we want, because the shares are going to turn you on to new people. The more likes and the more comments you get, it helps your relevancy score, and it also drives down your price for your ad, okay? Now, once you've run this ad to your targeted audience, you will now turn around and run the ad to the cold audience. This is where you need Power Editor, you guys. You can do this in Power Editor. You're then going to turn around and you're going to run the same ad to the targeted audience, to your cold targeted audience, because now you have social proof. And because you have so much social proof and so many shares, people are more likely to be, the cold audience is more likely to be receptive to your ad. Blink, blink, blink. Hey, how you like me now? Right? And it costs you less to do it because your ad already was super relevant. It had a good click-through rate, and it has a lot of organic shares and likes and comments from the people in your targeted audience who are already liking, sharing, and commenting on it. Blink, 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 boom. If you do not know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursdays at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper folds, and all of the money that you are missing, okay? I have a super special gift at being able to create targeted audiences on social media platforms and convert those people into buyers. And as you can see, I'm pretty tight with the Facebook ads, all right? My workshops normally are $225 per person. They're on sale until Wednesday. I need to put a little timer on the website so I can stress the sense of urgency in your life. All right. After Wednesday, they will go back up to the $225 price. I think right now they're on sale for like $127 and $169. Saturday workshop is on retargeting and it's retargeting and pixels is what Saturday is about. So that retargeting campaign ideas, ads, some of the stuff that I was telling you about, we'll actually go through, create ads, we'll create audiences, all that kind of stuff. Sunday's workshop is over is over Facebook ads optimization. So that's where we will create the ad sets. We'll break down the metrics. We'll show you how to test them. I'll give y'all my little handy dandy template and all that good stuff of how I'm actually tracking the ads. We'll go through when to cut them on, when to stop them, when to try them again, how to revamp a old campaign, all of that good stuff. So if you need help with any of that, then make sure you come to my workshops on Saturday or Sunday, or come to both, and there will be a recording of both of the workshops. Are there any other questions in here tonight about the 7 hacks that I gave you guys tonight for the Facebook ad hacks? Any other questions? And make sure you get a nap. Pastor Michelle always says that people need a nap in my workshops. And those of you who already purchased the workshop, don't freak out. I'm sending everybody's stuff out on Wednesday. I wanted to make sure we got pretty close to registration. I didn't want to have to keep sending over and over and over again. So Wednesday, you guys will get the information that you need, and I have some really cool outlines that will probably help you during the workshop. Can you repeat what you said about the address for number 5? I cannot. Rachel, you know I don't do replays, and I had to stop repeating. So if you're a member of Club Social, then you definitely will be able to check it out and see what's going over and over. Should I start deleting followers from my Facebook personal page? I'm getting close to 5,000. No, my little banker, because Facebook has the thing now where Facebook has a thing now where people can follow you, so there's no need to delete as long as you have a public page. As long as your page is public, as long as it's public, they're still going to be able to see what you're doing. And you know that I tell y'all, if you have a business page, your page should be public anyway. Y'all know that I tell you that if you have a business page, that page should be public anyway. So if you got a private page, I don't know why you're doing that, because obviously you don't want to make any money. But if your page is public, no, don't delete the followers. Don't delete your friends. The new people will just come as followers behind you. That's all. Yeah, and they'll still be able to see whatever's going on. That's a good question, though. Y'all be wearing me out with these private pages on Instagram and Facebook and wondering why you can't make no money. I don't understand the private pages either. I don't know what you think you're protecting yourself from, because I guarantee it's a hater on your page anyway, and they gonna screenshot your stuff and try and use it against you. My ads reach like 200 views, but only 5 or so likes. I hate to tell you, if they're reaching 200 views and only 5 or so likes, that means that people, they don't like it. That means you need to change your ad. It could be the color, it could be the copy, it could be what you're offering to people. I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what's up with that if you're in business. Girl, I don't know why these people are doing this if they're in business. I have no idea. But yeah, a lot of people, it's hard. Let's see, 40,000 likes and 900 followers. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I'm confused. Let's see, my page is public, but people feel private pages build curiosity. Oh, that's silly. The only time private pages work, or if you're like a video vixen, or if you have like adult content or something like that. Other than that, what you do, y'all, people are lazy. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way at all. People are lazy. And then you have people who are busy. So you want to make it as easy as possible for people to integrate or to purchase your products or your services. So if I'm going to give you an extra level of something else you have to do, ain't nobody got no time for that. I don't want to send you an Instagram request and wait for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days or however long it is for you to approve my request so I can see what's on your page. Ain't nobody got no time for that. If I'm trying to sell stuff right now, like on, okay, y'all know I have Shopify stores, right? My Shopify stores are hooked into Facebook accounts. I sell online in the Shopify store, but I also sell on Facebook. So if somebody random comes to my page and they visit, I want them to be able to buy directly from the Facebook page too. Why do I want to have a private page that somebody has to go through special measures to get into that? That's crazy. Some burnt toast, what? If I go to your page and it's private, I skip it and go to the next page. Exactly. I'm not going to beg you to give you my money unless you have something that no one else has. That's the only way that works. Hey, Brittany GK, you for real. You have to have something that no one else has. That is the only way that works. I'm just curious why a business page is private. Then I get annoyed and just move on. Right, Rachel, I'm the same way. I'll be like, get on down. We don't even do it on IG. If you like us, you're private, we don't even bother you. I'm the same way. When I create a boosted post, I get a lot of likes and no conversion or engagement. Again, if the boosted post is doing its job, because your boosted post's job is based on engagement. That's what boost posts are about. Thank you very much. Is it Neelio? Thank you very much, Neely Go. That's a G. So anyway, it's doing its job. The problem, this is the thing, if you get a boosted post and you're getting no conversions, I'm telling you guys, nobody wants to tell y'all this, but I'm telling you not to be mean, because I want to help you. That means you don't have a strong offer. If you get, okay, am I a business owner? Yes. If you get a lot of engagement and people like your stuff, that means the people who liked and engaged with you, for whatever reason, they weren't intrigued by your offer. Maybe they didn't need it. Maybe it costs too much. Maybe it's a bad time of year for it. Maybe they think somebody else is supposed to get it. Maybe they already have it. Maybe they don't find the information valuable, but there's something wrong with your offer. Or it could be when they get to the page with the offer, maybe like the imagery of your page, of the landing page or the website, it's invalidating you. A lot of people don't talk to y'all about this, but some of y'all be suffering from website-itis, and that's when people click off of Facebook into your pages. It looks unprofessional, or the colors are unappealing, or the font is weird, or they're having a hard time finding the offer, or it's confusing to them, and it causes you to lose conversions. But I am telling you guys this. Yeah, I said yes, I'm a business owner. I'm telling you guys this. If for whatever reason you have a lot of engagement and you have a lot of clicks and people are interested in it and they get there and they're not converting, something is wrong with your offer. It could be the price, it could be the colors on the page, it could be how you have it positioned, but that means you need to change the offer, or you have to change your audience. Either there's something wrong with your offer or there's something wrong with the audience. One or the other. There's something wrong with the offer or there's something wrong with the audience. Okay? One or the other. And sometimes, and that happens sometimes, you have the wrong audience. So it's a good offer, but those people for whatever reason don't need it. So that means you need to change who you're targeting to. In your boost post, you need to try and change up the interest or the age group or something like that. Pixel is basically a little piece of code that Facebook gives you, and you implant it into your website and it tracks it. Let's see. Right, marriage of God. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all had some really good questions tonight. I mean, not that y'all don't have good questions on other nights, but these are, I think I like the questions tonight because I can tell that some of you guys have some understanding of what I'm talking about, and I can tell it by the questions that y'all are asking. Amazing access, you are silly. Thank you for all the hearts, by the way, that everyone is giving me. Any other questions, you guys? Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. If you're interested in registering in the website, go to bit.ly/FB13, bit.ly/FB13, bit.ly/FB13. That is the second link in my bio. That's how you get to the workshop. Boom, right there. Pastor Michelle just put it up. Take a screenshot of that thing and get on over there. Get on over there, get them workshops. Laying of hands is almost ready for the benediction. Y'all are so silly. I'm not fooling with y'all. I'm not fooling with y'all, okay? Not fooling with you. Not fooling with y'all at all. Okay? I'm not fooling with y'all today. You'll be there. Awesome. Y'all, whatever y'all did with Wicked Sam, I can't see the comments. So enough of y'all must have reported Wicked Sam as spam or abuse, because I see y'all talking to Wicked Sam, but I can't see Wicked Sam anymore. I'm gonna have to study these notes. You kept me up late. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How many interests should we do with the test ads? I don't know, Antoinette. Like, it depends on your audience. There are some ads I have like 5 or 6 interests in there. There are some other ads, like on my boost post, I have like 30 interests inside of the groups. There are some ads where I only do 2 interests, and there are some where I only have 1 interest, because that 1 interest was like right on the money of, you know, maybe I put in that 1 interest and it got me up to 550,000 people right out of the bag, you know. So it depends. Like, it depends on your goals. It depends on who you're trying to attract. It depends on what you want those people people to do, and it depends on the size of the audience that you're trying to get to. Yeah, so it's different every time. Like I can't say you should always have 3 interests, or you should always have 10, or you should always have 15. Like it really changes. It really changes from time to time. I wish Queen Angie would start her cell phone case business back up, but I'm gonna leave her alone. If you like Gary Vaynerchuk, go ahead. I mean, he's a cool dude, and lots of people follow him. There are lots of really amazing like digital marketers out there though. If you find somebody, you gave me more than him immediately. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll tell you this. Thank you for saying that to me, R Pizarro. So this is what happens. I do these late night business scopes. Because I talk to people literally every day who have spent thousands of dollars with other business coaches and trainers, and they don't have this type of information. And I know what it's like to start my business from nothing, you know what I'm saying? And have to work it up. And I don't like that people get taken advantage of, and I don't like that people spend their money and they're still at their loss. If you're going to spend your money, then you need to be able to get some type of results, or at least be one step closer, to getting your business off of the ground, or being able to get customers and clients and those sorts of types of things. And you're not the first person to tell me that. I have some clients of some really huge people. I have some clients of some people who have paid $30,000 and $40,000 going into people's programs, and they tell me they come into my Periscope broadcast and get more from me for free than they did inside of these courses. I have another guy. He told me he had spent 6 months. He had spent 6 months going into different courses with different coaches and different workshops and stuff. And he had spent $9,000 looking for the stuff that I told him one night during one of our one-on-ones. And he was just amazed. And people always tell me that I'm too cheap. And people who haven't been out there and they don't know what other people are charging, those are the people that come in and go, "Ooh, your prices are too high." And I'm like, my prices are not high at all. They're not high at all for what you get. And I know that I give people way, way more. And that's what I was saying. Even this scope tonight, people would have charged y'all about $3,500 to get this information I just gave to y'all tonight. They would have dripped it out to you 1 week at a time. They would have gave you a worksheet and a module with it. And this whole entire Periscope I gave you, every one of those hacks would have been a 5 to 7 minute video that they would have gave you, and you would have paid it and thought that it was great. And there's nothing wrong with it if you pay it and think that it's great, because everybody's got to make their money somehow, right? So I don't want people to think that I'm knocking you if that's what people are doing, but this is live right now. But I'm just telling you, I know what it is out there. I know how valuable my information is, and I know how much it costs. So when people are like, "Oh, you're too high," I already know you're not my client for me. And I know those are people that I can't help. And I know that those are people that are going to be on the struggle bus for a long time, because anyone who's ever spent money with a real coach or a real digital marketer or gone through a real program, you have come out of at least $2,000 to go through and get basic stuff, and they still don't even give you the stuff that I'm giving you right now. In order to get the information that I'm giving you, you would have to pay $10,000 and up. And so that's right, Brittany. You just got to know who your clients are and who they're not. And if people don't see the value in it, it's fine. Let them go on about their business. In a workshop, is this going to be live or webinar? The workshop will be live, R Pizarro, and I record the workshops, and then I send the MP4 out to all of the attendants, or not all of the attendants, everyone who registered, because some people will register, but they won't be able to attend for whatever reason. So if you register, you get a copy of it. So no, it's actually live though. I like to do live because if people need to ask me questions, I can answer the questions when we're live. I may turn it into a webinar later. I may do that, but normally when I'm doing Facebook trainings, I prefer to do them live. I do really basic intro stuff for Facebook and webinars, and it's normally just kind of like a gateway drug to get people over into me so they can see that I really know my stuff, and then they come into other like programs and workshops and webinars and stuff like that after. But yeah, the workshops are live and they'll be recorded, and then we send out the recording to everyone. Yeah, live paid is awesome. Thank you, Regina. Regina's been to a lot of my workshops. I love Regina. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. So anyway, Any other questions, you guys? But thank you for saying that, Arpazaro. I appreciate that very much. Do you do Q&A during the training or at the end? During, David, the reason I like to do them during the trainings is because I feel like with the type of information that we're working with, it's kind of like a math problem. If you miss a step and you don't understand what's going on, everything else is going to be like, shh. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get anything. You're not going to understand anything after. So I typically prefer questions to be asked during, like while we're going through, if you're having a hang up with something or if you can't find something, and we just move from one section to the next. Yeah. And I know that's not true for everybody, but that's the way that I learn. So I teach based off of the way that I learn. And I'm one of those people, I can't, if there are 10 steps and you lose me at step number 3, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. For the rest of the 7 steps, I'm out of there. I have no idea what's going on until I can understand what happened at step number 3. So I prefer it if people can ask questions while we're moving through the material. That's my style. Hey, to Dimples too. Hey, yes, you better come through with them dimples. Thank you, Arpazaro. Thank you. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. I'm going to tell y'all why that means a lot to me, and then I'm going to get off. It means a lot to me, y'all, because I always wish that I would have started building sooner for a very long time, because I've been consulting and helping people with, their businesses and stuff. January to be 7 years, but I've always been very low key about it because I was afraid that I wasn't enough. I was intimidated by these people that had these big, huge followings and these big, huge names, and all these people think they're so great. And it's not that they're not great. They are. But I didn't realize how much more I had to offer people. And also what I didn't realize is because I've lived this and this is how I built my company, I do things in a different way than that they do, but they work. They work for my clients and they work for me, and we get phenomenal results. And so I thought that I wasn't enough. I'm being real honest right now. I thought that I wasn't enough. I thought that I didn't have enough to offer. And I honestly thought, why would anyone come and work with a nobody like me when they could go work with all of these big, huge, people inside of the digital marketing industry and the social media strategy industry and those sorts of types of things. And what I learned is that I do have something to offer. And because I've had to build and work my company myself, a lot of the tactics and the things that I do, they're unaware of them, but they work. So I'm able to offer something new to the market. And also I help people connect dots and lines. I literally give people the step by step, and these other coaches don't do it. Y'all, I have people who have paid $50,000 with coaches, and they're like, nobody ever told me. They're like, they gave me the overall vision, but nobody told me I need a landing page, and this is how I get the target. This is how I get the traffic over to my page, and this is how I target the people, and this is how I understand that. Nobody ever told them that kind of stuff. So I'm the person that connects the dots to the lines. And that's my market, and that's my space to fill. And so when people come to me, I tell them, I'm a business builder and I'm a strategist. So people come sometimes and they're like, oh, I need a life coach. Can you help me with that? And I'm like, no, because that's not my area. I'm not the girl that gives you the overall vision. Well, I do with my clients that I'm working with one-on-one. But I am definitely the person. I can lay down the strategy. I can lay down the foundation. I can give you your infrastructure. I can teach you how to create a system and make your system work. And so that's the place that I'm supposed to be in. And I'm very delighted to be able to do that and to be able to help so many people, because it's an honor to me whenever people come to me and they're like, I studied with this person, and I spent this amount of money. And then they're telling me, they're like, I can't believe you're only charging this amount of money. They'll tell me, they're like, you should be charging $50,000 for your courses. They're like, you should be charging, $5,000 for this dinner because of the information you're giving. And I know it, but I'm in a space to try and help, as many small business owners and entrepreneurs as possible. So I want to make sure that you're successful, but try and make it a little bit more accessible to you. But you can't do it for free either, because one, I got bills. Okay. I like my coins and the paper folds. And number two, when you do stuff for free, people don't value it. They just don't value it. It is, Trudy. Thank you. Yeah, I really do have the gift of building business. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Regina. Thank you very much. But yeah, so that means a lot to me because I struggled for a long time, and I've just started trying to, being comfortable getting out in front of people the last few years. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. So I just felt like I wasn't, I was like, I'm a peon. I was like, I'm not good enough. And, nobody needs my information. They can go get it from all these big people, but there are a lot of people that do. And I got a confidence boost over the past couple of years when I've started to get these clients from these mega people, that I've always looked up to. And I'm like, wow. How did you get over your anxiety? It wasn't really anxiety drivers. It was just more of seeing the results that my clients were getting. And like I said, these people started walking into my doors. These people started walking into my doors. They started calling me. They started emailing me, and I would talk to them during their consultation. And they say, yeah, I've worked with this person, that person, and they still hadn't gotten to where they needed to go. And then they will work with me and they'd be like, oh my God, I'm actually making money, or I can take care of my kids, or I can do this and I can do that. So it was really, it was rewarding to me, but that's what gave me the confidence to say, okay, like I can do this and I do have something to offer. And that's when I found out, God dang it, I need to be careful with my words, but I'm going to say it. A lot of these people, okay, they have not built their business like piece by piece, y'all. I started with $125 on a laptop, okay? I'm only 31 years old. So like social media and the internet it's a way of life. That's like all of us, the people my age, that's like all we know. And so some of these people, they were huge when social media came out. So they don't understand it the way that someone my age understands it, right? And they are not the people really in there day to day doing these things that I'm teaching y'all to do. They have teams of people and they have people that they are hired who have all of this stuff going. But because they have a huge face or a huge name and they're known for business or they're known for this and that, they automatically have trust. They automatically have a know, like, and trust factor, and they automatically have authority. So people just go, yes, boom, this person said it, so that's what it is. And it's not that they're not giving them good information. They're absolutely positively giving them good information, but because they don't do the day-to-day, like the building, creating their ads, all the testing, the sets, because they're not doing it every day and they haven't had to figure out how to build their business in this area of life, they don't know it as well as people like us, right? They don't know it the way that we know it because we have to do it every single day. And so that's why they're unable to tell y'all some of the information that I tell y'all. It's not that they don't want to tell you. And I'll be honest, I don't feel like they're doing you a disservice because they've still done their job. They've helped you, open your eyes to other ideas. They've helped you create systems. Some of them have helped y'all do like, financial mapping and stuff like that. You still need that. They're just different people for different things. And so, they'll tell you, yeah, you need this, this, and this, and that. But the reason they can't tell you how to put it together, because they didn't put it together themselves. They don't know. They had somebody like me in there that put all that crap together for them. So you can't teach somebody what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't even really understand like the inner workings in the background of it. So that's what I think that it is with a lot of these people. And like I said, I ain't knocking nobody. Like, hey, go get your money, get your coins, get it how you live, come up the way you got to come up. But you have to know what you need. And then I think as the small business owner or the entrepreneur, you have to really, it's hard for you to know what you need because when you're just starting, you just know that you need help sometimes, but you don't know what you need help with. Okay? If that makes sense. Congratulations, CC. That's great. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you need help with. So if you know you need help with Facebook ads, but you may not know what part you need it with. Okay? You may not know, well, shoot, my audience is not really on Facebook. I should be focusing on Snapchat and Periscope. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it gets tricky because you go to somebody to get some help and they gave you whatever they could give you, but you didn't ask for the right thing, if that makes sense. So, it's somebody for everybody. And I'm just happy and fortunate and blessed to be able to help the thousands of people that I've been able to help so far. And I'm happy and thankful and grateful and blessed that y'all come into my Periscope broadcast and I'm able to help you guys and y'all are able to come back with me, and give receipts. And I know that one day, and it'll be sooner than I think, but it'll be one day and I'll be up there with those big old names too. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Cece. I need help with all social media, beauty wellness. Well, beauty wellness, I don't help with all social media. I just focus on Snapchat, Instagram, Periscope, LinkedIn, and Facebook ads. So if you need help with like Pinterest or Twitter, YouTube, other stuff like that, you got to go find other sources. I don't help with everything. Thank you, Queen Angie. Some of them know they aren't a good fit, but they'll jack your pocket. Now that's true. That's true, Mish. That's true. Mish, I can't disagree with you. You're right about that, Mish. Can you take my situation that I'm currently in and then create a strategy? I probably could. I would have to do an assessment with you first. Like, I can't just tell you right off the bat and say yes, but I'm going to say it's probably like a 98% chance that I can. But I would have to assess your situation and see what's going on with it. And then I could say, this is what we could do with it. Oh, thank you, Pastor Michelle. Seriously, thank you. Brenda Angel said 99%. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, but I do the assessments first. Okay, I'm in Vegas. Just go through your site. Yep, go through my site. It doesn't matter where you're at. Thanks to the internet, it don't matter. And thanks to airplanes, it doesn't matter either. But yeah, thanks to Zoom and Skype and all that kind of stuff, girl, it don't matter. You can get to somebody wherever they're at. It does not matter. Yeah. Yep, workshop Saturday and Sunday. Y'all go train. All right, y'all. It is 1:00 a.m. where I'm at. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the 2% would be. I don't know, pastry addict. I don't know, but I don't ever want to be like, I can help everybody, but I do help all kinds of businesses, right? But it may be somebody who, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's been a couple people. First of all, if I don't like you, let me keep it funky. If I don't like you, if I don't like your energy, I'm not working with you. Okay. Number two, some people don't have any of the basics put together at all, but they want you to perform like a miracle. They want you to be Jesus and turn the water into the wine. I'm not Jesus. I can't turn the water into wine. Okay. I can help with what I can help with, but some of y'all need to call on the Lord for some of your situations that y'all got going on. Okay. Good night, Miss Sugar Rush. So you have those situations, and you have some people, when I talk to them, they have unrealistic expectations. So if I feel like you have unrealistic expectations, like coming to me saying, oh, I want you to work with me, and I can look at your stuff and know we're going to have to work together for like 6 months, but you only want to pay for a laser session, I can't help you. And I'll tell you no. I will tell you no. I have some people and they do that. And they go, well, I don't want to pay that. Well, then you don't want my work, because I'm not doing that. So I tell them to get on down. So it depends, because there are some people, they know that they need the help, but they get freaked out for some reason. Wedding reception for $2,000. Right, Angie? Sit on down, girl. Bye. Okay? Yes. But anyway, y'all. Oh, thank you, Visa V. Let's see. Don't have a bald head, asking for a sew-in weave. Cece, stop. I'm not dealing with y'all, okay? You get one eyelash. I'm not down limb style. Y'all need to stop. I just supply my email and name. Awesome. All right, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you so much for coming to hang out with me, okay? My name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer and a business builder. I scope Monday through Thursdays at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper that folds, and all of the money that you are missing. Tonight, we covered 7 Facebook ad hacks. Hopefully that they helped you guys so that you can get you some money and some clients and some people on your list and people in your stores and all that good stuff that you're trying to accomplish. If you know someone that needs the information that I share here on Periscope, please make sure you share on Facebook, share on Twitter, invite your other paid family members, okay? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell a hater, tell a player, tell a pimp. Tell somebody on your team, somebody in your downstream, somebody in your upline, okay? Just tell somebody about me. Don't be stingy. If it's morning time, wherever you are, have a productive and prosperous day. If it's evening time, get you a good night's rest, all right? I love you guys, and I will see y'all tomorrow.